Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We have got the showcase around the newly EZA'd LR free-to-play Ginyu Force unit. Probably one of the best free-to-play units in the entire game, or the best free-to-play LR. Entirely up to you if you think so or not. Of course, fully maxed out for free. I am, however, starting them on their kind of typical category you're going to be running them on, or typical team you're going to run them on, which is of course the Ginyu Force category team, which they lead now as a 130 lead once they're fully EZA'd, and then I'm going to do a follow-up video showcasing them on a 200% lead with, of course, the Dokkan Fest Ginyu, one of the best TURs in the game, because I kind of want to show a realistic setup, which is you're mainly going to use these guys when you run the Ginyu Force free-to-play team, and then depending on like any category missions, etc., and just in general see what they can do at their very best, then as I said, I'll do a follow-up on a 200 lead. So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you think about the LR Ginyu Force down in the comments. So typically when running this team, the free-to-play Ginyu Force team with all the free-to-play EZAs, you may try squeeze some summonable units on there. I have as well, with the Jason Berta, pretty much for their support for this video, and that's about it. But typically, you'd actually probably be floating these guys just because of their support, just because they are such a good support unit for the Ginyu Force, considering they are supplying extreme class allies, attack and defense plus 30%, which of course all the Ginyu Force units are, and typically who they're going to be surrounded by, and then not only that, an additional attack and defense plus 29% for Ginyu Force category allies. So that's 59% attack and defense for Ginyu Force category units. So a lot of the time they're actually going to be floating. But of course, for the sake of the video, we're going to have them on main rotation. Typically, they're always going to be linked up with a Ginyu Force unit. And as you can see, one of the best ones they do link with is Ginyu himself. And then, of course, the LR Ginyu Force Fizz unit. But turn 1 pre-super, which, by the way, these numbers look so small to me and you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But I upgraded my phone and I've had like a max on the iPhone for years. And I decided not to get the max this time round. And I'm not gonna lie, looking at Dokkan is so weird because the numbers look so small. Like, they look so small. But yeah, pre-super, the LR Ginyu Force does have 229k attack stat, and pre-super, 129k defense. We have the majority of the links active as well with Ginyu Force, Signature Pose, Gentleman, Respect and Loyalty. And of course, because they link so well with like Ginyu and the LR Ginyu Force, and just Ginyu Force units in general, it's so easy to get their 18 key off. Since we are getting their 18 key off, they are going to greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for one turn, which is very nice. 3.2 mil, do you know what? That's actually pretty good, considering the damage numbers they were putting out previously before EZAing, which was kind of nothing. That's pretty good. However, they still take quite a bit with type disadvantage on a super, but that's kind of to be expected. But greatly raising attack and defense on super is very nice. Again, considering they're most likely, whenever you use the Ginyu Force category team, they're going to be a floater because of their support. That way in every single rotation, you always have that big 59% attack and defense support that the LR Tech Ginyu Force offers. Typically, they're going to be in slot 3 anyway. So, you know, they're never going to be hit prior to them actually, you know, supering, so you're never gonna have to worry about taking too much damage. But typically they're always going to be in slot 3 regardless, even after their EZA. Is this one EZA'd? It's not. It's really annoying because I could not find for the life of me, of course, Ginyu Force leads. I mean, that's kind of to be expected, considering everyone's probably EZA'd them, but obviously not set them as a leader, so I can't have that chunky support they're offering for Ginyu Force allies. We're just gonna have to use the Jason Berta. Also on super, they cause mega colossal damage to the enemy and raises extreme class allies attack by 30%. So if you were to run them on main rotation, of course, ideally you want them in slot 2, because that way they can greatly raise their attack and defense. You're not taking any unnecessary heaps of damage prior to them supering, because while their EZA is still very good, prior to them supering, they're not going to have that much defense. Like, just over 120k isn't bad without support. But, yeah, you'd rather avoid that. So if you were to run them actually on rotation, obviously, ideally, you would want this in slot 1. But, I mean, you're never going to do this realistically. At least if they super, You can then raise Extreme Class Allies attack by 30%, and then Ginyu Force category allies, of course, will get that Extreme Class Allies attack and defense plus 30%, then the additional attack and defense plus 29% for Ginyu Force category allies, which means if they supered any Ginyu Force category allies that follow in that turn, which realistically, if you had them on rotation, would be in slot 3, you're looking at a total of, what, like 89% attack and 59% defense, which is kind of nuts. That's probably the best support in the game. And here's a rotation I was looking forward to, which is the LR Ginyu Force with these guys. And we pretty much have every link active aside from More Than Meets the Eye. What does More Than Meet the Eye actually give us? Plus 10% and minus, oh no, and plus 1% defense at level 1. So yeah, we're never really going to get this link actually active on this Ginyu Force category team. So what we're going to do, I'm pretty sure this Ginyu Force doesn't offer support of any kind. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, they do after they super. Okay, so I'm actually going to keep them on rotation so I can super, and that way they get some form of support briefly. So this is every single link active, linked up with these guys as well. They're going to super first, so I'm actually going to use an Usher to make sure we don't die. Before supering, they're starting with a 272 attack stat, 143k defense. Let's give you some orbs. Of course, we're pretty much guaranteed to get an 18 key off with these guys anyway, which is great. And then we'll roll through the rest of their kit. So they get key plus 3 in attack defense plus 59%. They get an additional attack defense plus 10% per Ginyu Force category ally on the team, up to 59%. And we've already gone through all the support. 4 mil. With how good they are as a support and how much more solid they are now defensively, now that they greatly raise attack and defense on super, I wish I didn't feed a dupe in so long ago, because I would have gone more for additionals, because then you can greatly raise your attack and defense twice. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, considering this is a unit primarily used for their lead, for the Ginyu Force category lead, whether that's using free-to-play units or even summonable units, I'm not gonna lie, 4 milli, and again, you're utilizing them for their support as well for the most part. 4 milli, it's actually really good for a free-to-play unit that is there to lead the Ginyu Force category and supply all that support to the Ginyu Force category units. 4 mil is actually very impressive. But now I'm waiting for the rotation with the double support. I'm going for the Fizz LR Ginyu Force support, and I'm going for the Jason Berta support. I want to see how that looks. Okay, so technically we have to do this, which is fine. It's fine. So pre-super, we've got 325k attack stat and 168k defense. I reckon these guys should be fine. We're gonna get that attack plus 30% support as well after the Fizz Ginyu Force super attack. So this should be pretty impressive. Even their EZA is still very, very good. Even their EZA is very good. So what are we looking at? Yeah, an additional. Okay. Now what are we looking at? 5 mil. That's really good. That's really good. I forgot to mention as well, on 12 key they also greatly raise attack and defense by 50%. And of course, instead they cause colossal damage to the enemy. This EZA is great. Not to mention, you know, because of how good the Dokkan Fest Captain Ginyu is, how good the side banner units are with Jason Berta, Raccoon and Goldo. Slotting them on, maybe not in red zone of course, but slotting them on the Ginyu's 200% lead and supplying all this support on a team that has great support anyway and such good defensive units and also one of the best TURs in the game really increases the value of this free-to-play LR Ginyu Force unit. They are very, very good, and I cannot wait to try them out on Ginyu's 200% lead. I'm actually really happy I picked them up with coins. I was going to do it anyway, but now this gives me even more reason to do so, because that way I can actually do a 200% lead video on them. But if you were to do like an ESBR run, where you could actually squeeze the summonable units, the free-to-play Ginyu Force units, and the free-to-play LR EZA Ginyu Force unit on one team, definitely take these guys. Because after seeing them perform not even on a 170 lead, a 130 lead like that, and they're going to take a massive jump by 70%, actually more than that because of dual Captain Ginyu leads. But on a 200 lead, they're going to perform so well. Not to mention, I said they have that crazy support for Ginyu Force category allies. The only thing is, of course, which, I mean, is quite obvious, which is why I've done this video first, is you need to run them as Ginyu Force category allies because, of course, they get the attack and defense plus 10% per Ginyu Force category ally on the team. But with how good the summonable units are and how good the free-to-play EZA still are, that's really not a problem. But yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and things are only going to get so much better when we use them on Ginyu's 200 lead. But do let me know down in the comments what you think. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.